You need to be careful though, Sejan. Ice grenade tossed out. Shanky's still not finding, but Rusty with the flank. This could be a big play.
Oh, there you go. Mafia lands the first shot, gets the opening onto Tucson. Instant revival trying to come through, but the Tiva doesn't come through in time. They block the exits, but it's only going to buy them a couple more seconds. Maybe Sejan's knock can finally turn things around. He gets the flag onto Shanky. Vota deploys the time turner. Dash right into the time turner. Sejan gets his head off. Aztec tries to pre-fire. The Swag 7 connecting really well. And there you go. The revive comes through, but the Skylar Riptide Rhythm breaks open their cover, leaving it all in the hands of Mafia. He goes prone. He's lying low. He's hoping that they forget where he is. But he's trapped in a very precarious situation because the rest of EXE have already revived their fallen members.
Whose Riptide Rhythm was that? Was that a mistake from the side of IQTG? Because it was their own defenses taken down. EXE on the other hand, Extreme X looking for the final player. Mafia on his belly, hoping and praying he's not spotted out. Lightning zone around him, but no, he's found. This is the end for IQTG. He's got 600 coins.
They lose their player the same way they got an elimination.
Oh yeah. Raiders United though up against total winners. This is going to be a big fight. Bunny, Patience Play has got the chrono activated on his side. Sorry, ready for activation on his side. Jack going in for the chase. And 591 against total winners.
Straw Hats caught Marco alone in the middle of a rotation, and now poor Extrov gets caught in the middle of a rotation all by himself.
Oh.
Like, they literally lose their player the same way they got an elimination.
Oh yeah. Raiders United though up against total winners. This is going to be a big fight. Bunny, Patience Play has got the chrono activated on his side. Sorry, ready for activation on his side. Jack going in for the chase. And 590. One more shot needed, but the Valiant Dash knocks him to the ground. But Prince and that backup will put Jack down on the ground. Bunny from afar. This is Raiders United just taking over.
Absolutely taking over, and they've got total winner pinned down. Aflatoon getting surrounded from both sides. You got Troll in the front, Bunny in the back, and Bunny is literally just bunny hopping his way towards his opponent, dodging every piece of utility thrown at him. Time turner popped in his face, jumps on top of the glue wall. Yeah, almost a 1v2. Now Raiders United seem to have found their next target. Straw Hats this time. It's a proper 4v4. Raiders United advancing, encroaching on the territory of the Straw Hats, but they try to exit. Extra already taking to the skies has left the team. Not to escape, but to actually get a different angle. He's hoping that he can shoot down the Raiders United members from behind, and he connects. Lovely shot landed onto Jack, and that's the cue for Straw Hats to continue. Full sending in. They try to go for the res onto Jack instantly, but there's no time. They get jumped by Nil and Extra. It's all down to Troll, and he's falling. His HP dwindling, and Raiders United out away from Reverend X-Buck. Now they've got control of that other side of the road, so now they must have no choice. RNTX need to get into their vehicles and hopefully use them as cover when they finally get into the zone. Hot shots luckily taking shots from Straw Hat, so they won't be able to shoot Reverend X-Buck. And as the Pakistani team continues to survive, they take down one more team with them. Lovely shot by Vincent, taking down Rusty, and now he's turned his attention towards Flicker. Can Flicker, the most experienced member of Extreme X, make this comeback? Because his teammates are losing way too much HP while trying to cross that road. And that's what happens when you don't cross the road without looking. You get run over. Sohan sends the car in one direction, gets out and uses the shotgun in the other. Arsh now trying to surround his opponents on the other side. They're basically trying to lock Sejan out of this blue zone. And it's all up to Rusty. Can he shake the rust off of his fingers? Can he actually terminate Reverend X-Buck? Because he needs to use this advantage.
Still haven't found the finisher just yet. Vincent being attacked by the zone from the back, so he will not survive this one most probably. But still, away the elimination onto Extra before he gets taken down by Shock. That Ice Grenade getting the job done. Now 3v3, and it is Straw Hats up against total winners.
Both the teams tossing their utility at each other like there's no tomorrow. Electrotherapy activated. That is the cue for Hunter and Prince to send it in. But they're trying to wrap around the right-hand side while Straw Hats move towards the left. This wall acting like the barrier. And Nil breaks through that barrier. Breaks through Prince's head. And who confirms? Yesterday were able to get 80-something points at the very least. So even if they perform at the same level, if you double up 80, you will get at like 160 points. That's good enough, right? But Straw Hats had only 61 points, so they will need at least 100 to be, to be safe. Meanwhile, Total Gaming, I cannot for the life of me, tell whether they are having a... Hold up, though! Yogi and Vota work in tandem to completely destroy Total Nepal Esports in a second. But that nade from Aztec turns the tide. Godlike thought that they would have the jump on Total Gaming. They thought that they would have the advantage, but that nade changes everything. Shanky walks right past Iko, forces him to dash around the time turner, but Shanky now has him trapped. Iko taking way too much damage from outside the zone. Mafia also trying to get the angle, but Iko is trapped. He thought that he would...
East Pros, they're fighting for their chance on FFMAI's title, which has been always taken away by the Southeast Asian teams. This time, South Asian teams are looking good. Today Nepal Esports, unfortunate, they come under the trigger of Extreme X and man, oh man. First, there was already a player, he took him down, got that confirmation, and then the other three players in tandem, they all crashed on the same roof. Want to deliver, they've been delivering on the elimination spectrum, but now they have an opportunity, want to go in for a rush, but before that there's a rush. Revenant X Spark and Godlike, Echo and Yogi able to hold themselves. It's only Vincent, Sohan, Arsh and even Kunal all taken down. Arsh confirmation as well, and Vincent holding with that rifle, but not for long. He will...
As he makes it inside the circle, still
no,
survives,
the turret as
but
well.
eventually Xanas puts him down and Total Gaming are out, ladies and gentlemen. And it comes down to 2 Pakistan teams and 1 Bangladeshi team, amongst which we're going to have 1 winner walking away with the booyah.
Hotshot have had opportunities like this, but this is the best one. They have the numbers up. They put an end to Straw Hats. They already know where Total Winner is. Damage being done. Anas is trying to go in for a chase. Prince, the last one standing. M590. No.
Are getting picked off in all corners. There's Revenant X Spark, who have got that healthy 8 eliminations in the beginning, is looking forward for another fight. It's got to be Hotshots. Action gets taken down. Leo is going to be standing with Sergeant being chased from another angle altogether. Revenant X Spark are having a good time out here.
But they've put 2 of the players down, make it a third. Sohan also goes down. Kunal, the IGL, is the only one. Hotshots, they managed to recover their teammates and now in trouble. Nice launcher damage. Glue wall to stop the next one. Action, he gets hit, and that's going to be something to be worried about. Anas, in the meantime, gets some confirmation. Launcher being used now by Kunal as well. He wants to try and do damage with the glue walls, that glue wall will not stand for long, and Sejan finds an angle, puts down Who. But you can see how cautious Extreme X are. They know if they make a mistake, they can be spotted by Straw Hats. Sorry, they can be spotted by Ffmai Esports and they can be picked. And that is the reason they're just using the angles to knock players from Straw Hats. Who, what can he do? Can he knock on the doors and make sure he is the one answering this question? Nil, he will be put to rest, and Who also will be taken down. Ffmai Esports now have to deal on this battle, but Toki instantly puts Sejan. Extreme X wanted to rush, but this could be an opening. Toki, he did not knew the flank coming in from Rusty, and it's all up to Taz. His position compromised. Glue wall destroyed with the dash. He tries his best to jump around.